Okay, so step one is going to be to create the title. And in order to be uniform with our title, we're going to use a couple of steps. So I'm going to show you the one, this is the one that I did. I just used Caitlin Magruder's name, and so it ends up looking like that over a 5-second stretch. Okay, so this is the very first step. I'm going to show you how I did that and using the exact font and everything. Okay, so what we're going to do is we're going to go to the title menu, new title, default still. Here you're going to type in the student's name. All right, and then in using the text tool, you're going to type the student's name out. Actually, let's use no caps on this. Okay, and then we're going to choose a font that's called Simplified Arabic. Okay, Simplified Arabic, it looks like that. And we're also going to use small caps. So check the small caps option there. Okay, as far as the size go, we're going to leave it as 100% font size, 100% aspect ratio, and it should come up looking about like what you see on the screen. We're also going to change the tracking. Okay, so what we want to do is we want to pull that out a little bit so that there's extra space in between the letters. And then we're going to reposition it to the middle of the screen. So you can see these little tick marks, and you're going to just pull it to the middle of the screen. So mine ended up being, and I'm trying to center the last letter and the first letter, you know, using these guides and whatnot. So my tracking ended up 22. Okay, I've done a couple of these and they end up to be between 20 and 25, but if you have a really long name or a really short name, you know, it won't, you might want to, you can kind of scrunch it or spread it out a little bit more if you need to. Okay, so that's what it's going to look like. And then you're going to close. And then you are going to pull it onto, this is the second one that I just did. You're going to pull it onto the timeline. Okay, I'm going to delete this other one that I did earlier just to so I can show you again. So now it's just looking like this. It's just a 5-second, you know, it comes in at 5 seconds and it's just her name. Okay, so now what we're going to do is we're going to put a transition on so that it transitions in. So I'm going into my effects panel here. Okay, and we are going to go into the video transition folder. Okay, go into that bin, and you guys can use any transition that you want as long as it's from the slide folder. So trying to go with a little bit of consistency here on that. So I had the slash slide on here earlier. Okay, so I just pulled that on, and that's what the slash slide looks like. But you guys can use anything that you want. You can use the band slide. That's what the band slide looks like. You know, you can use the center split. You know, you can do whichever one you want, but it needs to be from the slide bin. Okay. I'm going to go back to the slash slide. I'm going to put that on. And then the other thing that I want you to do is I want you to adjust the time of the transition. So instead of 1 second, we're going to be going to about 2 seconds. So we're going to increase the length of the transition itself. Okay, so you want it to be a 2-second transition in, just slowing things down a little bit, giving seniors their time. Okay, and that's what that's going to look like. So that's step one. And obviously to adjust the transition time, I just hovered right over in between the edge there. And if you're not seeing your clip this large, you just zoom in. Okay, that makes it larger. If you want to zoom back out, it's Alt and then click. Okay, and that zooms back out. All right, that's step one.